Hi friends, welcome to Simplify Maths. Today we are going to learn Chapter 5 Lines and Angles Class 7 Introduction of Part 1. If you pay attention towards your introduction classes or any basic or foundation classes, it will be a great help for you to move forward. So let us start. Line. It is a collection of points going endlessly in both directions along a straight path. What is line? If points are there, what is a point? This is a point. If all the points collection of points going endlessly in both the directions along a straight path, it is called a line. Okay, it is denoted by A, B, both sides arrow. No, see here, arrow indicates it is going endlessly in both the sides, right and left, whatever it is. So this is called line. It is a collection of points going endlessly in both directions along a straight path. Next, line segment. It is a part of line. It has two endpoints. See here, this is a line, okay, with both sides going endlessly. If you cut a piece of line, okay, so let us take, if you cut over here and here, what you will get? You will get just a twig, right? This thing. It is not going anywhere because you are cutting a thing from a line and plotting points. Some P, Q. This is not moving line. This is not a moving line. That's all. It's a segment. Segment of a line. So this is called line segment. It is denoted by PQ, just a bar, no arrow symbol. Okay. This is called line segment. Next, a ray. What is ray? It is also a part of line. It has one end point and goes on endlessly in one direction. If you are cutting the line at only one side only, if you are cutting, okay, here it is going endlessly. One side it is going endlessly, but it has a start point. This is nothing but a ray. So how ray will be? It's very easy. See here. It has a start point. It is some M, okay. It has a start point, but it is moving to one side, towards one side endlessly. So how it can be mentioned? M, N, one side arrow. It is called a ray. For example, if you are using a torchlight, means torchlight is the starting point. From there, light will go as a ray, right? It is going endlessly. That is called ray of light. Here in the line, it is called a ray. That means it has a start point but no end point, moving towards in only one direction. That's all. That is called a ray. So line means going endlessly over two sides. That is called line. Line segment means a part of a line. So it is not going anywhere. It's just a segment. It's like a matchstick. That is a line segment. Similarly, ray means it has a start point but no end point over one side. That is called a ray. So just to have a clear concept, okay. All of these are straight line path only, straight path only. No curves, nothing, no zigzag, anything. It is called a line segment, a ray. Point of intersection. It is a point where two line segments intersect each other. That is called point of intersection. See. This is a line, okay. This is also a line. They intersect. That means they cut each other. This point formed, here, it is called point of intersection. It may be, no need to be cross always. It may be like this also, small like this also. This is also a point of intersection. It may be any case. See here, suppose it may be this also. So this point, the point formed, here, it is called point of intersection. Two line or line segments. It may be a line segment or may be a line. Line segment means how we can tell? Just two line segments. That means it has two endpoints. See here, two endpoints. If it meets, means the point formed is called a point of intersection. Here angles will form. What do you mean by angle? Angle means the angle formed in between the meeting point of two line segments or two lines. This is called, here everywhere, wherever two lines meet, their angles will form. So these are all angles. We will see this in detail. Know the angles. See, using protractor only we are going to measure angles always, right? See here, this is the protractor. I just drew a protractor thing here. This is 90 degree. See here, this straight line now. This is 180 degree. From 0, here 0 it will start. 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40. Like a scale, it will 10 degree, it will move here. This is 90 degree. If your point is here, this is called 90 degree. From here, if you draw anything, L shape, this is 90 degree. The angle formed here is 90 degree. If you are here means this is 60 degree. That's all. The angle formed according to the number in the protractor, you can plot your angles. That's all. From 0, you need to start here. Inner circle, 0. From 0, it will start. It is 90 degree. Till this, the angles are called as acute angle. These are all acute angle. It is in the shape like this. Right side, over right side, it will be like that, acute angle. After 90 degree, this 90 degree L shape angle is called right angle. These are all acute angle. Inside 90 degree, if angle is there till 89 degree, it is acute angle. After 90, 91, 92 like that, 10, 100, 110, it will go till 180 degree. So these are all obtuse angle. It will be like this. Obtuse angle will be like this. The angle formed here will be obtuse angle. This is right angle. This is acute angle. And this is obtuse angle. Above 90 degree is obtuse angle. See here. This is straight angle, 180 degree. The sleeping line is there now, here. It is 180 degree. This is called straight angle. We will see it in detail. Acute angles from 0 to 90 degree. That means less than 90 degree angles will form here. That are all called acute angles. What is right angle? Exact 90 degree is right angle. See, 90 degree can form like this. Here it is 90 degree. This is also a 90 degree only. See, L shape, wherever L shape, straight L shape is formed, that are all right angle, 90 degree angle only. One sleeping line and one exact vertical line means it is a right angle, 90 degree. So it may be in the form L, inverted L, left side L, right side L, whatever it may be. Next, obtuse angle, 90 degree to 180 degree. See, this is 90 degree. If you come across from here to there, it is 90 degree to this angle is 180 degree. Sleeping line is the 180 degree. These angles, the angles formed over here are obtuse angles. That means greater than 90 degree. 90 degree to 180 degree is obtuse angle. Greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree angles are obtuse angles. Acute angle means 0 to 90 degree. That means less than 90 degree angles. Next is straight angle. 180 degree, that is exact 180 degree sleeping line is the straight angle. Next, reflex angles. What are reflex angles? 180 degree to 360 degree. See, this is 180 degree. Again, if you use your protractor and come over here means another circle will form. So, from here to here, 270 degree, right? From here to here, 360 degree will form. Same thing. One full circle will form now. If you use protractor, after this, it will come like this. So, 180 degree till here, it is 270 degree. Again, from 270 to here, one full complete circle means here 360 degree. That's why a circle has 360 degrees. So, reflex angle means from this 180 degree till here 360 degree are called reflex angles. That means greater than 180 degree and lesser than 360 degree. Just know this. Sleeping line is a horizontal line. Standing line is a vertical line. Horizontal means sleeping line. Standing means vertical line. Keep it in mind. Next, a special pair of angles. Complementary angles. Two angles are said to be complementary when the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degrees. See, measure means these angles only. If you have two angles, okay, if you add the two angles, if it gives you 90 degree, then it is called complementary angle. See here we have two measures. One is 70 degree and another one is 20 degree. If you add the two angles, you will get 90 degree. This is nothing but complementary angles. It may come in your 1 mark questions. So be careful on these things. Two acute angles, addition of two acute angles will make complementary angles. Not all the acute angles. The addition which gives you the 90 degree, that angles must be acute and acute angles. See here, maybe even if 60 degree plus 30 degree gives you 90 degree, right? These are all complementary angles. If you draw measures of 60 degree and 30 degree, if you add the two angles, it will give you 90 degree. So these two makes a complementary pair. Similarly, 45 degree. 45 degree plus 45 degree equal to 90 degree. Both are complementary angles, complementary pairs. But suppose 30 degree is also an acute angle. Another 20 degree is also an acute angle, but this makes 50 degree. This is not the complementary angle because if the addition of 2 is not giving you 90 degree. If it gives 90 degree, then only it is complementary angles. Next, supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measure is equal to 180 degree. See, complementary means sum of the measure should be 90 degree. Supplementary means the sum of the measures should be 180 degree. That's all. This is the difference between the two things. See here, 110 degree. Here we have taken 70 degree. If you add both the measures, we will get 180 degree. Here you need to see one thing. Obtuse angle and acute angle will give you 180 degree always. Obtuse angle and one acute angle. We need two acute angles which will give you 90 degree. Here one acute and one obtuse angle. Even right angle plus right angle will give you 180 degree. So these are all supplementary angle. For example, if we have taken 120 degree. 120 degree is an obtuse angle, right? 120 degree plus 60 degree will give you 180 degree. So you can make so many measures like this and you can add those things which can give you 180 degree. Similarly, suppose 130 degree. What will come here? 50 degree, right? 50 degree will give you 180 degree. These pairs, pair means two measures. 120, 60 gives you 180 degree. So these two measures are supplementary angles. Similarly, 130 degree and 50 degree measures are supplementary angles because it gives 180 degree. Even 90 degree. See here, 90 degree plus 90 degree gives you 180 degree. So these also make a supplementary pair angles. So supplementary means one obtuse angle and one acute angle which will give you 180 degree. Not all the obtuse and acute angle. See here, suppose if you have taken 100 degree plus another 60 degree, what will come? 160 degree will come. Is this make a supplementary angle? No, right? So this is not supplementary angle pair. The angles, the measures which while adding, if it gives you 180 degree, that is only the supplementary angle pairs. First know how to draw a 60 degree angle and a 110 degree angle. Just take a scale and draw a straight line. That means sleeping line. Okay. Plot a point. Somewhere it is A. And place your protractor over the point. Okay. From here, see, this is 0. This is 0, right? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is your 60 degree. So just here, plot your point. Exactly, you need to plot your point. Just connect the two dots. That's all. The angle formed here is 60 degree. This is the way to draw all your angles. How to draw 110 degree? Just take a scale and draw a line. Now place your protractor in the point. 110 degree. Now 110. How to draw? This is 0. Always from right side only you have to come. 1, see, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So 110 means this point. Exactly this point. Now connect the 2 points. The angle formed here is 110 degree. Now adjacent angles. What are adjacent angles? When two angles lie on either side of the common arm and have a common vertex. What do you mean by vertex? Vertex means the lines meet at a point. No, that point is called a vertex. That is called a vertex. This is called common arm. This is common arm. And this point is vertex, common vertex. Common vertex. This point. When two angles lie on, see here. Here one angle formed and here another angle formed. Right? Here and here. And have a common. But this line is common to both the angles formed. Correct? This line, this arm, they are telling it as an arm. So this is called common arm. Also, this is the same common vertex for both the angles formed. This point P is the common vertex for APC, and APC is one angle, correct? APC. Similarly, CPB are adjacent angles. The angles formed, here these two angles are called adjacent angles. The main important rule for the adjacent angle is it should have a common vertex and a common arm. That's all. Next, linear pair. One of the most important thing, linear pair. What is linear pair? Two adjacent supplementary angles form a linear pair. Supplementary angle means just we have learned supplementary angle. What is supplementary angle? The addition of two angles will make 180 degree. That is called a supplementary angle. If it is a straight line, see here, the straight line. Two adjacent supplementary angles form a linear pair. In a single straight line, if you draw a line forms supplementary angles, then it is called a linear pair. This is common arm. This is the common vertex. This is also an adjacent angle, but see here the sum of the two angles. That means sum of angle COB, right? Similarly, angle AOB equal to, what is COB? It is 120 degree. What is AOB? It is 60 degree. So addition of 2 gives us 180 degree. It also has a common vertex and a common arm. So it is also called a adjacent angles only, right? Adjacent angles, but two adjacent supplementary, because addition gives you 180 degree. So two adjacent supplementary angles form a linear pair. If it forms over a straight line, two angles formed will give you 180 degree, means that is nothing but a linear pair. It is very important, just keep it in mind. if you have one horizontal line and any line over it, over the straight line will give you 180 degree always. So that is called linear pair. Fifth, vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect each other, each pair of angles formed without any common arm is called a vertically opposite angle. See, is there any, that means 1 and 2, 3 and 4. This is not adjacent angles. See here, it is not adjacent angles, opposite angles, vertically opposite angles, because there is no common arm. They have common vertex, but they have no common arm. That is why these are all called vertically opposite. This 1 and 2 is vertically opposite angle. Similarly, 3 and 4 is vertically opposite angles. Also, this 1 and 2 is equal. The angle, no, vertically opposite angles are always equal. 1 and 2 is equal. 3 and 4 is equal. So, wherever, whatever you are drawing to make the lines intersect, wherever it formed, both should be equal. Both must be equal. That is the property. The angle formed here must be equal. Only opposite angles, not the next angles. Also keep it in mind. Only the opposite angles, face to face angles, always equal. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. Very important. One more question. Angles at a point. See here. A, B, C, D. If you add all the angles, it will make 360 degree. See, because A, B, if you think, it will give you a circle, full circle, right? The angles formed will give you a full circle. Full circle means what? The degree should be 360 degree always. See here. The angle formed here, everywhere. If you take all the angles, it is a full circle. Full circle means the angle is always 360 degree. So, angles at a point. In the point of intersection, the angles formed, no, if you add all the angles, it will sum up to 360 degree. Thank you.